All right. Hello and welcome to my daily to do HQ. So I was inspired to give a little love to this particular portion of my Notion database after coming back from a retreat on Zion. I attended Made for More retreats, and it was really about living life on purpose and living life intentionally. And how you live your life really comes down to your daily habits, routines, and the daily actions that you take every day. So I'm super passionate about creating ways for me to be more intentional in my day. In addition to being a project manager, which is all about the daily task and routines that you do to bring big ideas to life, I'm also an Ayurveda therapist. And in Ayurveda, there is this concept or this word called dinacharya, which means daily activities. And these are all of the daily activities and rituals and routines that you do to keep you happy, healthy, and whole in yourself. So coming back from that retreat, I had felt a little disconnected from that portion of myself and wanted to bring in some support via my Notion dashboard to really help me get back into those daily habits, rituals, and routines. So I came in here and I reworked my kind of daily to do HQ. This is probably the spot in my Notion workspace where I spend the most amount of time. And what I love really about Notion and this page is how it helps me integrate both what I need to do in my personal life and in my professional life to really be this happy, whole, and successful person. So I'm going to walk you through this page and then I'll walk you through my daily template that I use to make sure that I am hitting all of these points. Before I start, I just want to start out by saying there are a lot of different databases at play in here. This has taken me over 2 years to create. So if you're just starting out with Notion, give yourself grace and really tackle one aspect of your routine and ritual at a time and just begin to integrate those databases together as you go. I think if you try to build something as complex as I have right here from the jump, you're going to get overwhelmed. And if you need more support, I love helping and introduce people to Notion and get them comfortable with it so they can use it to really create, craft, and curate a life that they love. So if you need any support with that, you can definitely reach out to me at the Wellness Collaborative on Instagram or via my contact page on my website, which will be linked below. So, getting into this, let's go over the left side here, which is really more to do with my personal life and just keeping me happy, healthy, whole, both mentally, physically, and emotionally. So, you'll start out here and you'll see my daily journal. And really, these two portions right here are the same database, just filtered into two different views. This, I just have my today's view, and then I have my some of the daily habits that I want to do filtered out from that same database here. So these are just things that I like to track. And after I give you an overview of this page, we'll go deeper into my daily journal view so you can see how I use that on a daily basis. But you can see, I've got my daily rituals and habits so that I can check them off as I'm here. This is a separate database I have with domestic peace. So this is all about keeping my house, home peaceful. So things that need to happen every day or things that I need to delegate to family members every day. And the way that I work with this database is I have it set up on different cadences and formulas. It's actually really complex, but basically I can open it up and just when I change the date to the date that I've last completed it based on the frequency that I've got set, it will automatically update to where the next time I should clean this should be. And it'll just pop up on my daily task list as needed because I've got that filtered out as well. You can see I've got a spot for just any quick little notes that I need to take along with a link to my task manager to add in tiny tasks that I need to do. And then I've got a little shopping list to do. And one day this will be birthdays that I need to remember, but right now it's not populated. So that's all my personal life on the left side. And then on the right side, I've got some filtered views of my master task database. So I've got a filter view of today's task. So this is filtered for anything that is on or before today that I need to do. So these are all of my tasks for my own business and my client's business. For my client's business, I've got some zaps happening in the background that will zap over tasks that are assigned for me from their project management tools or workspaces or Notion spaces that I've set up for them. In addition to, I've got my weekly calendar, same thing, just different view. And then I like to also look at it as a monthly calendar. And then some of the properties that I like to look at when I'm planning out the week is that you can see that I've got the day that it is due, what client it is for. These little minutes are how many minutes that I think it will take me. I'm actually going to go ahead. I did this. So I'm going to make that guy go away. And I am working on this. So I'm going to move this guy over to today because I'm still finishing that part up for him. So that I can look in and see, oh man, I've got too much stuff going on today, which I've done this already. And so that is today. And you can shift it around as needed. Same thing if I want to start shifting things, maybe not just by the week, by the month, I can shift those things around as needed as well. So that is my master task. And then I've got a couple of different databases here in my content portion. So I've got my social media database where I can plan out my social media content. I'm horrible at posting at social media. I'm going to get better. So that's why this guy is empty. I'm also coming back from a trip. You can see my podcast publishing calendar. So you can see where I am in all of my podcasts that are coming out. And then these are going to be, this is for my articles and my email newsletters, which I'm just doing a revamp on that, which is why that is empty, but we'll definitely be able to plan. So that's got all my content kind of in one spot as well. And then I've got my projects database, which is actually related to my task database. So each task is related to a project, whether that be client projects. So you can see I've got my projects here that are going on, and I've got client projects that are going on so that I can keep everything healthy all together. And in each of one of these, I want to open it up because it's my clients. I've got any relevant notes or things that I would need related to that client, along with a filter view of the task database just for their task. So that when I'm on calls with them, I can take notes, I can add tasks, and everything is in one place. And then the same thing for my projects. I've got anything that I would need related to this project in this page, and then a filtered view of tasks related to that project as well. And then this is just a different view of those projects so that I know when like certain clients are falling off. So I've got, this is just set to timeline view when their contract starts with me, when their contract ends. So I'll know when I have new openings for new clients coming up. And then this is just a list of all of the different projects that I have, whether they've been completed or actually sort these descending, whether they are just an idea, an ongoing process, something is in progress, or something that I've already completed. So that's a lot going on, I know. And it took me a while to get this into a system that works, but that is what works for me. And that's the beauty about Notion is that you can just continue to keep tweaking it until it works with you. So this is where I spend most of my time, but I really start my day off here. Ignore that this says Tuesday. It's supposed to say Wednesday. I'm going to go ahead and hide these things because I don't really use it at that level, but I've got filtered views down here. So in the morning, I come into my Notion workspace and I open up and I make sure that I've done all of my morning things. I actually had a new meal today. So this is linked to my meals database. And today I was creating something savory. So I had a breakfast banana split, breakfast banana split. So I got to add that guy in there. I can link. So I use Notion, send to Notion. So when I have recipe pages, I can just go ahead and send it to my meals database. I use that a lot because I love to try new recipes. I'll show you how to do that in another video. But you can see this morning I've done my walk, I've had my breakfast supplement. I do need to go fill up my big cup of my electrolytes so that I can have my drinks. And I'm going to forego morning pages because I really wanted to set aside this time to do this video because people requested it. And then you can see today in this page, I have my today's task of what needs to get done today. This is the same view as what we were just looking for. So a filtered view of everything on or before today that was assigned to me. I've actually done this already. So I'm going to click that to done. And I'm actually going to do this another day. And then I want to do this on Sunday is when I do my reset. So these are just all of the things that I need to do today. And then in the afternoon, this is around lunchtime. I do an after lunch walk. I make sure I have a balanced plate lunch. I do want to start sharing on social. So I added this guy in the other day so that I can just make sure that I'm consistently showing up on social. And then I can add in my lunch here as I have it. Then I also have just some other practices that I like to do that keeps me happy and healthy. And then same thing for evening routine. These are just the things that I like to do in the evening. Notion has a great app for your phone. So you could create a widget just to this if you wanted to just check off your evening. Because typically at about 6 o'clock, I try to close my computer down. So I won't be by this computer, but this, I can get to this page quickly. And then before I close up for the day, I like to set myself up for tomorrow. So this is just another filtered view of my master task calendar with my weekly thing. And then I can go through the end of the day and mark off anything that I got completed. And if I didn't get completed, I can just shift it around, look at the different appointments that I have for the rest of the week, add anything if I see extra time, and really just plan out my week. So that is my how I integrate my work and also my dinacharya into my day via Notion. When I do this, I feel much more grounded. I am much more productive. But like anything, like I'm human, it doesn't happen perfectly every day. But definitely, this guy helps me to stay on track better than I typically would. So that is my daily journal and my daily routine kind of set up in Notion. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you're interested in getting any of these templates, definitely reach out to me on Instagram. I'd be happy to share either the free ones or the paid ones that I have. And I also offer Notion 1 hour content calls if you want to hop on and I can help you get your Notion workspace set up for you. We are all unique shining stores of an individuals. So our Notion spaces need to be unique to support us and how we work best and how our energy flows. And I would love to help you do that. All right. Thanks. Till next time.